So this is Kero Blaster. Welcome to this. It was made by the same guy who did, or same team, not sure exactly, who did Cave Story. So Pixel, Studio Pixel. This game in particular was gifted to me by the person who joins me right now, Dectalon. And it was one that I looked into because it was pretty highly recommended by folks.
Yeah. Even Jim Sterling liked it.
Oh, even Sterling. So, oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, it's Sterling, Toby, and Dectalon.
The triumvirate
of good opinion havers, yeah. And I did really like Cave Story, so
yeah,
I played through Cave Story quite a few times in, like, I think it was late high school, early college, when I did not have money and had a laptop that could not run very resource-intensive things, and that was about all.
Yeah, I didn't hear about Cave Story in particular for a very long time. I only bought it, Cave Story Plus, on Steam very late, but it's still really good.
It's really good. Yeah, it doesn't really age.
No, timeless thing.
Yep. And then, like, I mean, there's all the, like, deep story stuff if you care, but more importantly, there's just a really good game with a lot of interesting ways you can play it.
Yeah. This game is more basic, I suppose. It doesn't really have any, or it has a tiny amount, but like no really exploration like that. Like Cave Story, it's mostly like just like a platformer. But
it's just a very straightforward, fairly tightly constructed platformer. From what I understand, there is a hard mode that is quite good, because it is just entirely different and redone.
Yes, the levels are completely remade. Like, it's not like, you know, just enemies have more health. It's not that.
It's not like Cave Story Plus's terrible hard mode.
Nope,
don't get health tanks. Yeah, that was trash. Thanks, Nicholas, whatever, the company that does bad ports. Thank you for that, for making that unplayable. No, yeah, so it's just like a full rebalance, different level geometry, all sorts of stuff.
It's not even just like you played Mega Man 9 and 10, or 10 I guess it is, where like hard mode is the same level except they put in some spikes, or they like remove a platform. It's completely different, like unrecognizable, really.
Oh, nice. So it really is just like an entirely separate game almost.
Yeah. And the final level doesn't even, like the final level of normal mode and hard mode don't even share the same palette. It's completely new enemies and everything. You should go into the thingy.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was gonna like take me and there was like a secret up here. Oh, rip. Oopie daisy.
Oh.
Which weapon would you like to see? Oh. Ah, allows you to shoot farther. That sounds really good. Dankasa. And I'm guessing this is the health boost shop. So that's a refill, that's a heart container, and heart jar, I'm guessing, is hold them. Now, is 1-up a permanent increase in number of 1-ups?
Yes.
Okay, that's
otherwise
actually,
that would be a ridiculous cost.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, that seems like it'd be really expensive otherwise. Okay, so heart boost, next thing on the menu, which is only 3 more doubloons.
And here is actually the shop is actually a mechanic that I like a lot about this, for this type of game, where the game is quite tough, but if you die, you keep your money.
Yeah. And
you can go to the shop and buy upgrades and try again with those.
It reminds me that
eventually
kind of
you will
is,
win.
Obviously, there are a lot of games with that mechanic. You know, it's not like some hot new take, but the game I think that did it the most obviously and overtly that I really loved the way they did it was Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy did a spectacular job with that kind of system, I think.
Yeah.
I'm taking there will be a lot of shops along the way, yeah.
It's 1 per level.
Alright, well, let's see if I can 2 health
Sure.
the rest of the stage. Yeah, Rogue Legacy did a super good one. Like, it's because it's the whole upgrade tree thing. The only problem with that one is they make things cost progressively more. So if you do like a really bad build because you don't really know what you're doing, you can make your life very difficult.
Yeah. And it's also the thing, it does some of the things that Isaac does that I also don't like stupid filters and things on certain characters.
You mean
like
Rogue
the screen
Legacy?
upside down, yeah.
Yeah, that is, yeah, the random traits can be really bad. If you want to know a full list of what traits are bad and annoying, Smite held the speedrun world record for a really long time in that game. Like all of them. So,
Yeah.
if you want to hear everything to know about Rogue Legacy, Smite is your freaking man. He's ridiculous at that game.
Yeah, I watched him fight the super bosses. He made a video of that. Those bosses look like I'm not even gonna try.
Actually,
It's so unfun.
The thing is, most of them aren't that bad, and there's some that are really clever.
It looked clever, but they also looked like you basically had to have certain things for them to even be possible. Like, you had to be able to not fly, but you had to be able to stay in the air for a certain amount of time.
Well, that's the thing about the super bosses, is that it's not what character, like, you get a pre-built character when you go into them. It's not random chance.
Okay.
Yeah, like, you unlock a gate, and as soon as you go in the gate, you just become someone with a certain set of skills. Uh-oh.
That makes more sense, because that looked so painful otherwise.
Yeah, like, the one does basically require flying, you're right, and so, yeah, they just give it to you. Oh, frick. Oh, I hit the wrong button, too. I paused. No. Did you see that clutch timing, though? That was super good. That would have been really impressive otherwise.
Just pause and quit the game like, no, you saw nothing.
I'm not owned. Goodbye. Also, man, that long shot for this thing is just so much better. Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, slightly better from barely any reach at all.
So, yeah, the whole map. Whoop. I'm dead.
That's, I guess that's the thing with the upgrades, is that every upgrade, they start to cost a lot, but every additional upgrade it makes a big difference. Like, either the damage goes up by a lot, or your amount of coverage goes up by a lot. So if you're having trouble with a level, you probably only need one upgrade, and then you can do it. So
Nice.
like you don't really need to grind. It's not like, yeah, I need the armor and the sword and this and this and this to be able to proceed because I was being stupid or something. It's pretty quickly get another tool that you can use to win.
Bloop. Cat and Frog Inc. finally living in harmony.
Am I really loud?
Really loud compared to everything else? Okay. I can turn you down. Don't worry. I can do that here.
Okay, nice.
Welcome to the future, wherein I can... Okay, can you speak again?
Is this better?
Well, just keep speaking and I can... Yeah, I'm doing it over here. I have that ability. I have the power to adjust everyone individually. It's lovely.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Was slightly confused by the interface, but it seems better on Skype.
Very much. Yeah, you'll get the hang of it. But one thing that's nice is, yeah, I can personally change everybody's volume.
Oh, it's like it's made for streaming or something.
It is legitimately made for video game streaming, yes. It's made for esports. Unfortunately, that means it opens up with memes. But That's life. Sometimes you gotta pay the piper. Sometimes it's with memes.
That's the Discord in Discord, I guess.
So, quick question. The heart jar, is that just like an auto-fire one-shot forever thing?
It's like a fairy.
Okay. So you do need to buy new ones every time?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know, that's fine. So it's basically the, I can't remember the name of what color soul it was in the Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition, where they buffed the hell out of it for the Special
Gold.
Edition. Yeah, Golden
I think
Souls.
it's gold.
Yeah, the ones that were completely worthless in, well, they weren't worthless, they just were they weren't great in the original Devil May Cry 3, and then they made them amazing in the remake.
Yeah.
Because the remake, it was, congrats, you get to go back to the halfway point of the level, which was like, uh-oh. And then the remake, it was just, you get up exactly when you fall down, you just stand back up, which is ridiculously good for hard boss fights.
Yeah, it's very nice to have for, you know, if you just want to beat the game, it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, it tanks your score, so if you're trying to, you know,
Well, yeah,
do well,
because
then
you've taken
you don't
an
use them.
obscene amount of damage, yeah.
And also item usage counts as, I think, and such.
It's really more just, yeah, your damage taken is just, you get like 0, because you've died.
I'm not good at those games either, but I can at least beat them without using gold orbs, on normal at least.
Is it better to shoot chests instead of... No, it doesn't matter, okay.
Nah, it doesn't matter. And it seems like certain chests you can't open by walking into, and others you can.
Cool. Yeah, no, this just feels like... I mean, we are still in the first 2 stages, but feels like just a Chillosfert cave story.
Yeah. Speaking of the heart jar, by the way, it really is a thing that... I mean, you'll probably lose this first one at some point, but the game, on normal at least, the game is easy enough that you probably won't buy another one until maybe for, like, the final level, maybe. You don't really take all that much damage, and yeah, and you get extra lives occasionally, so... I don't think they cost more either, like, if you buy, because you can only have one at a time.
Oh, heart jars.
I don't think the price goes up. Yeah.
However, I now have a shop and I can buy things with money.
Hey!
Oh, I am here.
Make this bread really good.
Oh man, it costs 30. Yup. 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 I'll take it. And give me the heart boost, little lady. Thank ya. And probably just another heart boost to make my life... Oh, okay, that ramps quickly. That price, on the other hand, does ramp quickly.
Yes. But the amount of money you get also ramps quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay. So yeah, we're basically maxed out at this point.
For this level, yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the level to grind in.
Well, I'm not gonna... Yeah. If any,
You don't
yeah.
really grind. Yeah.
Frick. I'm in the mud.
You can, though,
You
if you
have reached
absolutely want
target
to.
levels of improvement
Yup.
for the zone.
Yeah, because to get anything else, I would need to, like, beat my head against a wall for, like, 10 playthroughs of this level. So if I really got jammed up, I could probably get an upgrade. Oh, jeez. This mud is ruining me, Dactylon. I'm getting owned by the mud. Everything else is just, like, you know, incidental, but the mud.
Mud and creatures that come out of mud.
Yeah, like birds. Birds known for their loving to live in mud.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, cool. The hearts do fall down. Nice. Thank you, lovely sky beasts of mud. Get out of here. Get out of here, you little jerks. Yeah, this game's just hella pleasant, and I have a feeling, yeah, if you said hard mode is good, then that means... If Dactylon says it's good, that also means it's probably pretty hard. So
Yes.
just by nature, and it sounded like some of those later levels were very hard.
Yeah, there's one level that I'm a bit iffy about because it's a bit of a spike in difficulty. I had to replay that level a dozen times or so before I got to the end. And then it took me 3 or so more to beat the boss, because the boss is also a bit iffy. But everything else is super good. Especially the final level, which is amazing.
So I'm basically just killing mud at this point. It's like,
Yes.
it's just the concept of mud.
You'd think frogs would be okay with mud, but I guess not.
You have defeated mud.
Frog is less mud, more swamp.
It's the
Much
two
higher.
camps.
I can confirm there is much swamp in mud. Oh, cool. How many weapons do I get to carry with me? I thought it was only 2.
No, it's, there is 4, and then there's a secret one.
Oh.
You only get if you play, New Game Plus.
Hey,
Owls, because those owls are birds that live in the ground. Those are burrowing owls. Tunneling owls.
wait, really? Neat. Nature
They
is
could be under
wild.
you right now.
Nature is wild.
I'm on the 2nd floor, though, but I guess they could be...
So our boss is getting infected by those things.
Something is happening, yes. If you have any guesses as to what is actually going on,
We're trying to clean up some kind of mistake, and we are not doing it right.
it's, I got the feeling that, well, they sort of implied that it is, quite heavily at one point, but that it's, a metaphor, but it's like a physical metaphor. That doesn't make any sense when I say it, but it will make sense later.
Okay.
I'll just say that instead of actually telling you what it is.
Also, hella time for bubbles. Nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that Pixel does really, really well, this. Like, creative weapons that feel good to use and feel like they are serving a very specific but wonky purpose, but are also usable outside of that very specific and wonky purpose. Like, you can just use them for B-gun. You know, they don't have to be used explicitly just for, you know, the one thing that they were written to do.
And they function sort of on the Contra concept, where every weapon really is super overpowered. Like your fire will murder anything, but you have sort of a blind spot, and that's where the different weapons come in. So it's a fairly chill platformer.
Each of your
There's not a
weapons will
ton
slow
going on.
Whatever obstacle gets in their way, but you need to pick the one that fits your situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
I see you up there, goopy boy.
There's also things like this that happen in the game. Like, you enter a room, and the music is different, and there is some weird guy in there, and the game doesn't really remark on it, but it's weird.
It feels
you
off
just
enough that it feels like it's pertinent, but you're not sure
Yes.
how. Yeah.
I like that sort of thing. Maybe it's important. Maybe it's it's the
maybe
just
it's a goof. Who knows?
yeah. Maybe it's the creator making some sort of commentary on something.
Maybe it is a joke that we will not understand because, you know,
For that.
English. You know, like, it could be some weird number pun that just doesn't make sense.
There's definitely some of that, especially in hard mode, because hard mode also has a completely different story than normal mode.
Oh. Oh. You heard it here first, folks. Basically another game. Whoop. Okay, there we go. I should switch those buttons real quick, actually. Control settings.
They took the lazy obvious sequel where it's the same game, but they made it harder and just packaged it with the first game. Got it out of the way.
Except I'd say hard mode's better. Normal mode. Maybe that's just me.
Maybe that's just you being Dectalon.
Games are harder.
But hey, I mean, if you say it's well-designed difficulty, that usually means it is, even if it busts my balls.
Thank you for your confidence in my game judging abilities.
It's true. It's like ActRaiser 2 and ActRaiser. I really liked them. They kicked my ass all over the place, but they were good. Frustrating sometimes because I was bad, but they were good. I see you there, hidden passage. Ah, you also go down here. Alright, well I'm probably gonna die here then. At this boss. No hitting a boss you've never played before. Rough. It's a challenge.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, there it is, okay. It does seem like it has the very pixel thing of a lot of your gunfire should be used to manage projectiles and manage danger as well as attacking, which is a thing I like from like Cave Story.
Yeah. It's used to make some interesting bosses and enemies where you can have quite a bit of projectiles on the screen, but if your weapon deletes most of them...
I missed all of the coins.
Oh no.
Frick. I fricked it. Dectalon, I fricked it.
No.
I fricked it real bad, Dectalon. Do I want to go for balloon? I feel like upgrading bubble isn't really worth it because it's too situational.
No, it's good. You want to upgrade every weapon, actually. And balloon is what I use to fight the boss of this level, usually. You don't need to use it, but I found it to be easier.
Well, unfortunately, I fricked it, so I do not have enough for balloon. We will see if we die. I will assume the coins will be gone if you go back. Well, I don't even think I can go back, but I would assume so as well. Unless...
they're, at least they're gone by now.
Yeah.
If you leave the screen, they disappear.
But yeah, on positive note, if I die, I do not lose coins. So if I do die and frick it up one more time, I can just go buy thing.
And as you probably noticed, the games, when enemies drop coins, at first it's 1 coin, and then the next size of coin is 10.
Mm-hmm.
So like as you go along in the game, if you haven't upgraded things, they start giving you a lot more money much faster. So you can get those early upgrades if you didn't get them at one point.
Mm. I got a frogman. Nice.
Extra lives is, especially in hard mode, is very, very nice to have because it means you can
Frick
test
it up.
things.
You can frick up.
Yes. But as you may have noticed, the jumping in this game is a little bit weird.
It feels like it's like semi-dedicated jumping is how I would describe it.
Yeah.
Like your momentum does not turn easily once you are in the air. Like, you can adjust it, but it's like small adjustments as opposed to that guy tried to frick me. You see that, Declan? That guy tried to frick me. Yeah, I would call this like semi-dedicated jumping.
That's a good word for it. Because it's like you jump over a pit and you decide, oh no, that was not a good jump. It's probably too late.
Yeah, you're probably going down said pit. But in the same breath, if you're like jumping on a platform and you're like, oh crap, I don't think I'm quite there, you can adjust.
Yeah, you do it early enough.
Mm-hmm.
You may notice also that what is it, the repeater gun, I think it's
It
called?
loses a ton of
this
range
point.
underwater.
Yes, but the green gun doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So, there is some of that also. And the bubble weapon, the bubbles rise up.
Frick! I was supposed to keep running. I tried to shoot it to slow it down.
No,
Oh, frick.
I know that.
How is this
This is
game? Really good so far? Pretty chill, pretty relaxed. I did just die there, but that's just kind of more me being bad at games.
Well, that's the sort of thing I mean. Basically, it's sometimes you just waste a life testing something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does my gun interact with this thing? Can I jump over this? Stuff like that, and it's nice to have extra lives. You can
It's
test
a
things.
powerful fish down there.
This is a very powerful fish. It's like a Splatoon lightning fish down there, like fully grown though.
Yeah, this is what I like the bubble gun for.
I can see why it would probably be quite good just being able to dump extra damage. Because yeah, this fight's gonna be kind of a knockdown drag out, which is not a thing I'm good at in general.
You can go into the water as well
Mm-hmm.
if you want to use a different gun. But you have to leave if he gets close, obviously.
Mm-hmm. And this seems like just far and away the safest method.
Yeah, and that's why it's when it's upgraded. I think it does double damage, so it's
Oh, what?
just goes by faster.
Oh, Fishman turned red.
Yeah.
Now we have the more difficult pattern Fishman.
And he has friends, it turns out.
No, friendly Fishman. Oh, I almost beefed it there. Yeah, I'm dead. I can feel it in me bones. Yup. I can feel it in me bones.
Oh.
Oh, frick. Well, that's fine, because we do have enough money to upgrade Bublo. Then we'll try and play aggressively. Yeah, this actually just recently got put on Steam.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
he hits-
been out.
His tail will hit me. Oh, crap. It's been out for a while.
Yeah. It got the hard mode added very recently, though.
Hmm. Okay,
It seems like,
this is how you high-speed frick him up.
I don't know if it was someone remarked that bit short for a game, for a Steam game or something. I don't know. So they made the hard mode before they put it on there, which was probably a good idea. Oh, hey, nice.
Yep. Just tanked him, basically. Now here we go. There's that mechanic. I was waiting for it. I was like, all right, Pixel, where's the dang jetpack?
It's not it's just a double jump basically, but
Okay, so it's not as
double jump. You
convoluted
can,
as the Cave Story Booster 2.
it's still kind of convoluted because you can control it. The second jump, go in various directions.
Just walk in the door. All right, we'll see you. Let's walk back out.
No, that's a bad color. But yeah, the jetpack is, depending on what your first jump was, the effect of the jetpack is slightly different. So like, if you jump in one direction and try to jetpack in the other direction, not a lot is gonna happen. So it's usually a bad idea. Same thing with, you know, turning around in the air just in general. Yeah, the boss is not doing well.
Yeah, no, that not a good look. Oh no,
Our
a tiny
black
moment.
Black sludge pet seems to be doing well though.
Mm-hmm. Something seems to be eating up the boss. Okay. Nice. Oh, nice. 50 doubloons for falling down a hole.
I mean, that's my day job, so.
Just falling down holes. Just go around outside. Just looks like a good pit. Declan, that's called insurance fraud.
What?
That's a thing people do. You can't just fall down holes for money.
You may be in your country.
It's too late to stop now.
I'm too invested in my day job of falling down holes. Ah, that's barbed wire. Okay. Got ya. Okay, so this is a tougher-ish area, at least.
Yeah. It does ramp up, even if, it's, if you take it slow, usually you can avoid pretty much every obstacle still. There is no, like... Well, there is very little there to stress you. Like, platformers, it's mostly like, you look at the screen, and you decide, alright, I'm gonna use this weapon, and I'm gonna jump over here. And like, then you go, and then smart, or you die. One of the two.
Yeah, it seems like hard mode would, I mean, I haven't seen the geometry, but probably a lot more emphasis on planning your moves before you do them.
Yes, very much so. There's a lot more pits for one.
Yeah, it seems like normal's just a chill, good game, and hard mode is a chill, or a good, not as chill game.
Phone!
He starts war, he fuels war. The Swede.
Beware the Swede.
What is that even from?
I don't know. That's what baffles me.
I just assumed propaganda from a war.
But I can't think of a time when an English-speaking country would have produced that against Sweden.
Whoa, whoops!
Yeah, the posters come from.
Or who that in the background is. Like, is that a person?
That's the Swede.
Oh,
Hey,
just
what?
in general. Oh. I figured maybe it was a politician or something, but I don't recognize him.
Oh, there's a health store, but no gun store here.
I blame the Dane. Our ancient enemy.
Well, I guess the nice thing is they do have the health shop, or the survivability shop, as it were.
Yeah. Like, you wanna... Is it health? Is that the problem? Also, I think the mole comes back
Oh,
if
does
you game over, so you can get more money.
it? No. Next time, if we end up needing it.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
still ashamed of game
preempted
overing. So is New Game Plus? Just a real quick question, I guess. Is it hard mode? Can you New Game Plus into hard mode and like go in with your loadout, or does it start you over entirely?
It starts you over. It's two different modes. After you beat the game, it asks you, like, was that enough? Like, are you happy with your experience? And if you say no, the guy goes, what? And drops you down a hole, and you start the game over. You have all your weapons, but you only have 1 health. And,
Oh, and that's the start of New Game Plus.
yeah.
And if you say yes, then it unlocks hard mode, I'm guessing.
It does that anyway. Like, even if you just quit out, it unlocks hard mode anyway, but New Game Plus, the difference there is that it ends with a boss rush.
Oh. And also there's a hidden weapon of some form
Yes.
that you alluded to earlier. You got everybody interested in saucy.
Can you guess what it's called?
Is it called the Kero Blaster?
don't know why it's named. The game is named after the secret weapon, which doesn't have any part in the game, like story-wise or anything. But...
So that is correct. Yes. I was gonna say it was probably either that or whatever the name of the final gun from Cave Story was, which I can never remember. Like it has some goofy name that I'm pretty sure was just a bad translation. Well, not bad translation, but just a weird translation.
The pistol that charges up.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, now no one can remember the name
I
of
should
it.
remember.
The Spur.
That's
yeah, the Spur.
Which is a good name for a gun.
Yes, but weird. Weird. Good, but weird. Haha, I like it.
But yeah, you get to keep the jetpack and your weapons, and the weapons can destroy certain blocks. For example, in this level, there are blocks that can only be destroyed by the weapon you get for beating the boss of this level. And one of the parts, like one of the upgrades for the weapon, is in there.
Oh.
So there's a bit of that.
So there are like just V2 weapons basically.
No, it's you need to find, instead of buying upgrades for the weapon, you need to find them in every level.
Oh.
Or the first 4 levels, rather.
So there's no like grindability is kind of what you're saying.
Yeah. New Game Plus, you just play and you find the secret thing.
Just play and find the secrets. Oh man, this sounds so good at level 5 or at level 3. Frick, I kind of want to just save up for that thing, but wide also
the what?
sounds good. The laser. Sounds so
Yeah, I mean,
good, Ectolon.
you can do it. On the next screen, there's a lot of, I think there's like a safe with some money, and there are enemies that drop 10 coins. Oh, too late. Well.
No, it's okay. I went with this because
It's also very good.
Actually good in this game, yeah. Spread shot, the most awkwardly maybe good, maybe the best weapon, maybe the worst weapon, always, in every game ever. Like, I think even there's like one Contra where spread shot is clearly the best, and one where it's clearly the worst because it doesn't put out enough damage.
Yeah. In this game, it is merely very useful.
I'll
Just
go get the balloon, at least. Gonna go balloon it. Whoop.
Yeah.
Declan.
I'm gonna...
Too late. It's balloon time, buddy.
You know,
knock, knock.
it's good. It's good. But I'll leave no weapon upgrades left behind. They get very intense when they get to the final upgrade. That goes for every weapon too. They're kind of ridiculous when they max out.
Give me that balloon. So it seems like the highest jump is just up and then straight up again.
Yeah, but you have to time it so that... I'm not even sure if it's like when you're at the peak of your jump or like...
It seems like a split
Almost,
second before.
right?
Yeah, it seems like it's a little bit before.
That's one of those things that you get a feeling for when you play hard mode because you kind of have to.
Also, that jump, you can backdash with the jump. That's really nice. That's super nice.
That is basically from here on out. There are very few things that you can't avoid. Like even if you land at a bad time, like you're in the way of a projectile that's coming towards you, usually you can still avoid it by doing some fancy jetpacking.
Nice. That's the good shit. Fancy jetpacking. Also, yeah, spread gun. Quite nice. Can do many things quite well. Oh god, bubble is so nice. Or balloon, rather.
Yeah. And the game, game does a good job in, putting up things for every weapon to do, and as you get them in every level, it doesn't forget about them.
Yeah, and since you're not, like, forced to only carry, like, 2...
Yeah.
It's never like, oh, I have to pull out this one. Like, it's just like, oh, no, they're all good.
I remember you.
Jeez, this guy owns me every time. His books are so fast.
Yeah, I usually stand at a distance and shoot him with the repeater.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of health, too.
Oh, crap. Poochie is stupid.
Interesting thing about the tires here, by the way, is that now that you have the jetpack, you can jump over them.
Oh, yeah. Also, wow, I'm getting torn apart by this section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like if you just go into this section, you'll get torn apart. But if you start the tire and jump over it.
Mm-hmm.
What could that mean?
Frick!
You still die! No.
Dectalon, I fricked it. The good news is, in fricking it, I'm making bank.
Yeah. So it doesn't feel too bad.
Yeah, it's like, I died a lot, but I also made a lot of health, or money, so... It's not all bad.
There are a lot of games that are like, it's old NES hard, but I like hard games, but I also,
know that we have made good strides in game design.
Yes, like, if you can make it so the player at least feels like they're making some sort of progress, if it's skill or just, something.
Yeah, there was
This
some...
game is NES hard. 4 out of 5 times when you start it, it just doesn't work. You just get a flat screen of color, and you gotta cycle it a couple times. Might have to reinstall it completely. Sometimes the files are just corrupted.
Also, yeah, a lot of NES games aren't as hard as people like to whine about. But a lot of them are a lot of them are hard because they're like, you get 2 tries to beat 25-hour, or like all these levels, 1 attempt. Oh. And a lot of times, yeah, it's more just bad design than actual difficulty. Because, yeah, the player should always feel like they have a chance. It's kind of the big thing.
And, your ability to do that will vary, obviously. Like, some people, they will walk off a cliff and they go, fucking game! No, you walked off a cliff.
Yeah.
So, like, you can't please everyone, obviously, but... Right. To,
Frick! Dectalon,
I
got hit by a car, Dectalon.
That's not good.
Dectalon, help. I thought I could keep moving backwards, but it turns out apparently the screen ended there.
Yeah. No. This is one boss that annoys me a little bit, just because it does have an instant kill attack.
I'm guessing it's the one that just owned me.
Yeah, you can stand on the boss, but have to get out of.
Yeah, I didn't quite get it right, and now I need to start the level over.
Yeah.
Well. Well. Hey, I'll be able to get the laser. Nice.
Yeah. I think the spread is actually at least when you have taken off half-life. I think it's better because you can stand on the truck and you can
hit it. Yeah.
You can still shoot it.
Also, no, it would appear.
But the laser does a lot more damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Also, the spread can do things like this, which is kind of nice. Just hit a thing from very long distance at a dumb angle. The versatility is quite good.
And you haven't seen its final form.
I haven't seen its final form. I have not seen the fusion of that spread laser and then I guess another one as well.
We're gonna like the final form of the spread gun, I'm pretty sure.
I generally
Just have a feeling.
ultimate weapons in Cave Story were like some of my favorites in games. Like the spur obviously was good just because it felt like a big, you know, F-off laser. Because that's exactly what it was, and it was done quite well. But then like the Nemesis and King's Swords were also awesome.
Snake was also...
Hello, are you a hidden area broken fan? Hello, broken fan? Oh, I don't want to waste everybody's time by like just doing this over and over, but this feels like a broken area. Oh, there we go, okay. I was like, that's a hidden area, come on. Hey, Lamau, that's good. That's the good stuff.
Just fill up on money.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I forget how much the next life upgrade. I think you'll be able to afford that as well.
Oh, frick.
As well as the laser.
You mean health as opposed to life?
Yeah. Another heart
Yeah.
container thing. As well as weapon upgrades.
I need to be careful with the spread on this because I can blow up many containers at once and end up with like a triple wide thing of fire, which is no es bueno.
Yeah. This level is it likes its fire on hard mode.
I would imagine it's just, yeah, just like a wall of fire.
It also has lasers that shoot up. So it actually has some enemies that it doesn't have in normal mode. So again, it's pretty good.
Oh, cool, and once you've beaten a boss, it just...
Yeah, mini bosses stay dead
Nice.
most of the time.
I'm just gonna go clear out the next room. Okay, so chests don't respawn. Enemies do, and it seems like they don't... Maybe they have like a lower chance of dropping money the second time you kill them.
Maybe. I haven't really... I mean, it kind of seems like it, but I haven't really...
Yeah, I'm not doing math or anything. It's just kind of a feeling. Alright, that's far enough. Let's see what we can get. What swag we can pick up. Let's swag it up.
Laser frogs. Frog lasers.
Ooh, Star Mine Maximum Balloon.
Yes.
Ninja? What? What? Oh, frick. I just want to go get another $200 and just get the ninja. But we'll go for that. And then let's see what the final form of laser is, because it's probably Laser Uzi. Yup. I am just...
It's what it sounds like.
I'm just short of the heart to the point that I'm probably just gonna go clear the next room like once, or just one enemy, because I'm at 205 out of 215. So let's just get that 10. I'm not gonna faff around. Alright, there we go.
Yes, it's the Lucy.
The Lucy, yeah. Which actually,
That sounds pretty good.
oddly enough, is quite good for winning. That was a good joke. Nice one, me. Thanks, me. Got him. Sometimes I need to pat my own back, because it's bad. Okay, laser seems to be quite good at making things less alive.
Yep. And
And I have a feeling the range is spectacular if I were to actually stand back from anything.
yes.
That's a bingo.
I also think its weakness underwater is gone now.
Oh, wow.
So it doesn't actually... It goes full screen still underwater, I think.
Yeah, laser seems quite good. Very quite good. Also, yeah, the laser has a really nice, like, almost cricket noise. High speed, slightly pitched up crickets.
That's what it's made of. Or maybe that's what powers it, I don't know.
Rick, I got
He's
something.
slightly over-equipped for his job, as it's described.
Yeah,
I think.
Isn't he, like, described as just, like, the janitor or something?
Yeah.
You know, just cleaning up some trash. No big deal.
Yeah, the laser has made you overconfident.
Yeah, it has. As lasers tend to do. Even, you know, just doing physics, I had a tendency to be tricked into, oh, how could I forget light fixtures? My true enemy.
Surprisingly deadly. They're not as high-tech as lasers, but they'll sneak up on you. And yeah, even the guy who's usually there is gone after you kill him one time, so he's special. Somehow.
Let me tell you about my ideas on the lore.
It's, obviously, it's not very important, I guess, if it ever is. But I think... I was thinking about this game, like, after, you know, obviously playing Undertale and all that. And watching...
As you do. As you play Undertale and you're just like, let's think about every video game differently. Let's just... Video games.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. But also, you know, watching Voice of Dog's excellent Lisa LP, which you should all go watch if you haven't already. That it's the story, especially in hard mode, is sort of, it's not supposed to be super cutesy or scary or any, like, I don't know, traditional sort of path to go with this sort of game. Like, nowadays, I guess.
You
but
got a
just sort of melancholy.
Fire.
Yeah. Oh, you won. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm slightly behind still. But
It's okay, laser
good.
tore him up pretty good.
Stupid
It's
truck.
literally fire.
Nope. Just fire.
Just eat a bag of fire. Yeah. So now you have laser with diffraction grading, bubble or water, and then fire. Oh.
Fire is short range, but it can melt ice, can destroy projectiles that your other weapons can't. It does a lot of damage, obviously.
Uh-huh. And I fricked it. Somehow
things are getting intense. But yeah, what I was gonna say is that it's sort of melancholy is the theme. Just unusual. But, you know, maybe we'll get to see some of that eventually.
No, it's not Dr. Katai, because that's actually a cat. Cool cat, though.
Yeah, I like that cat a lot.
I got a jacket!
Very, very chill.
So what does the jacket do? Just absorb 1 free hit per life?
Yep.
We don't even get to see the boss this time.
No, it's probably for the best. You played the
Pink Heaven?
sort of teaser, yeah.
Yep.
There was another one called Pink Hour, where it came out before the base game, I guess, for this. And in that, you were supposed to pick up a document that you lost, and it worked the same in that if you got hit once, you lost it, and then you got a different ending. So I figured that maybe the jacket, since after you get hit and lose it, you don't get it back in the same level. I figured maybe there would be something where if you managed to keep the jacket throughout, like maybe the final level or something different would happen, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Which is good, probably.
Yeah, because I'm guessing it's very difficult to beat the final level without taking a single hit.
I can't do it. Not saying that nobody can, but... getting more and more behind.
Your jacket cannot protect you from gravity.
Reload. Starting to get more and more behind, so it's like, wonder what happened. Wonder what...
I'll give you a clue. I fell down a hole. I fell down a hole, Dactylon.
That's the classic. But yeah, it's this level on hard mode is super hard.
I'm guessing because there is ice. So they probably did some really nonsense with ice.
That's part of it, yes. But there are other things. They invent new gimmicks that I don't entirely agree with. Mostly it's the boss, though. The boss in this level on hard is very, very bad. Maybe you'll see it someday. I don't know. You're not in this stream. Also, I love that enemy.
Yeah, the one who's just pretending to be a bear.
I'm still not entirely sure what the little black things are supposed to be, but they're having fun, you know?
Capitalism.
Yeah, probably.
Truly, this game is the Banksiest of all.
Yes, actually, that's sort of it in hard mode, yeah.
What? Truly,
You heard me.
Pixel has done another Banky.
Kinda.
Nice, free 1-ups.
Always good, especially in levels with a lot of pits in them.
And it required a little bit of a tricky jump, so I feel like I earned it.
Exactly.
Also, there's those little fall down and use your jetpack at a goofy time type things, which I'm a fan of. Which, of course, means hard mode is probably chock full of those.
Sure is.
It always just reminds me
a lot worse than this.
Of Hell the Hell Run in Cave Story.
Hell Run.
Yup. Hell Run.
First part of Hell Run.
Yup. Hell Run, aka the pinnacle of how good are you at falling down and then not falling down in a different direction. The answer, is it incredibly vary? It better be, buddy.
Yeah. It's... I don't know what it's called. Is it, you know, when you can't sort of merge two emotions in your head. Forget what it's called. It's dissonance something. Cognitive dissonance.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of.
Where it's like, when I was first playing that, I was like, oh my god, this is the worst thing I've ever experienced. This fucking thing is so fucking hard.
Oh,
I'm so mad.
You mean Hell Run? Cave
Yeah, I
Story?
mean Hell Run, yeah.
Yeah.
But after I finished it, I was like, man, that was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna do that again.
Also see final fight of hard path of Undertale. This is bullcrap, don't me! And then it's like, oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah. And
look at that last
surprisingly,
hit.
this game
That
passed.
owned. I just plowed right into him. Didn't even give a crap.
Bam.
I jousted
Showed
him.
Cruelty theater is an important part of designing a good hard thing.
Yeah.
Like making it entertaining. Yeah.
Making things that, at a glance, look unfair and ridiculous and impossible, but once you start to process them, oh wait, it all fits together.
The help started to get quite a bit more expensive. I'm using a lot of fire. I almost think it's worth just upgrading the old fire.
It pays off.
I think so. And I guess I might as well spend the 1. Oh, it's 30 for hearts now instead of 1. Okay.
It depends on how much health you have left.
Oh, yeah, because it fills your gauge entirely. It's not like individual ones. Okay.
Yeah. Like you said, Luna. That's exactly it. That's why I love Gradius 5 so much. Like, every time you hit a new boss or a new challenge, you're like, no, that's impossible. And then you start figuring it out.
Have you seen, oh, what's the name of it? The cave bullet hell that just finally got ported over. That's not a very good port, but is still kind of interesting. Musha says some Sama say. Musha said.
Yeah, Mushishihime. Mushihime-sama, I think it is.
Mushishi is a different thing. That is an anime.
Bug Princess, I think it was the translation.
Look, maybe I didn't get
I bought
every
it.
exact syllable, but basically I said the title.
It's good.
Gesundheit. Yeah.
That also works. Yeah, I bought it. I haven't played it.
It has some issues, but that one is very much spectacle. The fact that I dodged the supposedly undodgeable attacks was pretty nice. It's like, that was a revenge attack. You're not supposed to be able to dodge that. What? You're not supposed to actually dodge that ever. Oh. Like, that was like... That's kind of what sold me on the game, was ultra difficulty on novice. That was the best. Basically, pull out...
On novice.
Well, no, like, it's because, like, novice is really good in that game because it basically is pull out all of the things that are bad about arcade games. When they are just, like, a bullet hell in an arcade is just trying to take your money and isn't really even transparent about it. It just pulls that out. That's basically what novice is. And then you go to ultra novice, or ultimate, or whatever the name of it is, but, like, the final difficulty. And it is just a proper, ridiculous bullet hell that feels a lot like Crimson Clover.
I don't know if, have you ever played any of the Raiden games?
Yes, there was one in a Pizza Hut where I grew up.
Because I feel like they are, like, even if some of them are pretty good, they, more than most bullet hells, do the sort of arcade thing where instead of having very interesting bullet patterns, they just have very fast bullets.
Yeah, Musha-sama said about on the normal, the non-novice, that's like its thing, is bullets are just like 6 times faster than like any other game. Yeah. Like I said, don't play the regular, play it on novice. It's a way better game.
I'll do exactly that.
Yeah, it's just a better game, flat out. No, I meant there was a Pizza Hut in my original hometown, and the only time I went there is if I earned a free pizza via Book It, which is a program where if you read enough books and took tests on the books to prove you read the books, you would get pizza. And then my school found out I was just very young and knew about Cliff Notes.
Fine orb you got there.
I learned about Cliff Notes at a young age because I liked pizza.
Well, that's it's hard to stop a child once they
A child who wants pizza
those sorts of
literally
pizza.
cannot be stopped. An indomitable force, truly. A child who wants pizza.
This boss is garbage on hard, unfortunately.
This boss seems a little garbage now, because I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to do.
It has a
You
rotating.
hit him in the orb.
I know, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
I thought I hit the orb the other time.
You did,
No, you
and
can
then
only
you
hit
move
it
on
when
to
it
another
goes-
round of orbing.
Hello, boss. Please move away from me, boss.
You can stand on him though,
Oh, you can?
which
Okay.
is yeah. Not like at all times. He will shoot out those black tentacles.
He only shows his orb
After
at certain
protruding.
times. Okay. Was this trauma center? Like, what the?
So you can stand on him, but if you stand where his tentacles come out, that will hurt you.
Or if you get
And
shot in the
also,
head. I need to grab a drink. Actually, my throat is drying out a little bit. I may have been streaming for a little while yesterday as well. So I'm gonna grab a drink
right.
real quick. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh man. But yeah, luckily that Mexican diner I went to, that I was the only person in there who was very much the whitest white boy in there, and then on top of it I was, oh! Hey Dectalon, there's another way to get killed by him.
Oh, you can get this version can also crush you.
Yeah,
Okay.
right in the beep.
Is okay?
But
Because that's what happens on hard a lot.
he likes doing that a lot.
He will. I think on normal he doesn't crush you against the walls. On hard he does. He moves all the way to the walls. So you have to go up and around him every time, which makes it very hard to shoot his weak points. And he spawns a lot more enemies.
So I take
And
it
he
to
does some other
if you,
stuff too, so-
if you don't get to the correct side of his tentacles when he extrude or when he extends, then you just can't get to. Uh oh.
Yeah.
Uh oh.
But he's annoying as well.
Locked in place with two different things at the same time. Frick! Like, luckily, laser can shoot through. Oh, can't shoot through him, just through the tentacles. Freaking. Frick. Man. Yeah, that boss blows.
Yep. Even on normal, it's not that great, but usually he is easy enough to kill at least.
Mm-hmm. If I need to, I can just buy a heart jar.
Yeah.
Downwell does have a boss, and the boss of Downwell is kind of not great. It kind of lasts. It overstays its welcome, in my opinion. Like, you get through, like, 2 forms of it, and you're like, okay, I get it. And then it's like, nope, 3 more forms. What? It's like, nope, we're still going. No, it's not 3. It's 4 forms total, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then you unlock the game on hard mode. Which is basically just 1,000 more enemies. But it actually works with that game.
Okay.
Like, it actually is not just like, oh, we just threw more crap in, because the way the game works, it's actually kind of a good system.
Yeah. I haven't been able to make much progress in that. My reflexes are too slow.
Downwell is real good, but yeah. Oh, frick! I fricked it, and I blew up into stars because I fricked it real good. Yeah, a hard mode boss is just totally unfair. Oh, what did I even do there? Well,
You fell down.
I knew I was fricking up a jump, and so I backdashed, but I just ended up like I fricked it. I fricked it real good, guys. I apologize for the frick.
The dreaded double frick.
I have severely fricked. I might just beef it at this point and just
Yeah. I did that a few times in this level in hard mode, where I died early on, and it's like, nope, jumping in a hole, I need this extra lives for the boss.
Mm-hmm.
But the game doesn't punish you for it at all, so it's
Yep.
doesn't matter.
Whoop. By Tuesday, bad at one game. So far. One level, one game. It's not bad. But yeah,
It's not an easy game.
Decalon, did you see any of the footage of the Mario RPG run yesterday?
No, it was just when you started. I had to sleep, so I didn't see that.
Did
I
you
only
hear
came into the
what
stream
it
and saw.
was? Did you hear what it was though?
I did go into the stream just to see what was about to happen, and I was like, oh.
With how you timed
I'm
it, that
sure
was
this
equal
one
parts
will.
yesterday and today.
Yeah. It was pretty impressive that way. Just- But yeah.
No, you know.
It was interesting. Just the fact that I was able to keep it up for that long, honestly, is what made it more impressive than anything else, in my opinion. Like, it was like Mario RPG, yes, I will beat it. I am quite good at that game. You know, I know all the ins and outs, and there's tricks you can do, and also, apparently, I'm much better at perfect guarding with my feet than I am with my hands, which is weird. Like, I'm just off enough that it like compensates for emulator delay and just makes it perfect.
No.
I was like, wow, okay. I was getting like a lot more perfect guards on really hard attacks too, and I was like, wow, okay. Like, it was, all right, this is good.
Preferred controls from now on for everything.
And also, I had a hand to drink soda at all times.
That's the next, you know, the next console generation is controls where you use a hand and a foot instead of two hands.
I mean, it is pretty neat in concept, and I'm sure there's a lot of good applications. Like, I still think it would be, like, the thing I think would be the best for it is, yeah, just, like, holding down crouch buttons or run buttons.
Yeah.
I also did have balls at the same
Instant
time.
buttons.
I had my ball. But yeah, just like buttons you need to hold down that normally would make a big baby like myself have hand cramps real bad. If I'm trying to hold like shift and also use WASD.
Ah, yeah. That's very true, actually.
Some games require that a little too much. Also, wow, yeah, the game is just dumping money on me at this point. It's just like, we're sorry.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe there's like, maybe that's part of it.
It feels like, yeah, like
If you
there's
die
some
a lot,
kind
you get more
of...
money.
Yeah, there's some kind of crazy algorithm going on.
Could be.
What weapon would you like? Wait. What? Alright, look at the amount of money this costs and look at the amount of money I have. What? Is that like...
It actually... It always costs that much, you just looks magical.
Oh.
Yeah, this is Destiny, you guys. You can't
Yeah, I was like, you can't really look at that and be like, well, I mean...
What else you got?
Is it me who has hand problems? There's a couple people, but yeah, I do have some weird hand problems. Particularly, yeah, like I can't use 360 controllers anymore if a game requires me to use the shoulder buttons, like, or not the shoulder buttons, but the triggers, like, a lot. Because the pull on them is just a little too heavy, and if I have to hold it down for extended periods of time, it just ruins my hand. Like, I have a lot of pain from that. Devs, please don't make someone hold down a button a lot, and if your game requires someone to hold down a button a lot, give them an option to make the game hold it down for you. The Spelunky devs took long enough with it, but they did it. That was really nice. It was like the best addition. It was like, this mode just permanently makes you sprint, and the button instead is to walk. Like, oh my god, thank you.
That's a good idea. I tried playing MC3 with a controller, and I couldn't do it because my hand started to hurt from jamming on the shoot button. On keyboard, it's no problem. It's much more relaxed pose, but when it's like you stiff up like that, maybe it's just because I'm not used to it, but it felt really weird. Like, wow, people, this is how you usually play it. Weird.
Also, I do like that you can fire your shield.
Yeah. It's actually really, since it does have the ability, I mean, you won't see it much in normal mode, but on hard mode, there are things like blocks that make your, like ice blocks that make your progress very difficult. Like, they're there so that when you try to jump over a gap, there is an enemy there is an enemy that will get you because the block is in such a bad spot. You can actually use the spinning flame to remove the block from a distance.
Nice.
So currently it's just a nice extra projectile, but on hard mode it's actually a useful tool.
Dang it. These jumps are a little awkward because you gotta hop to the side and then boost up. And you're just a little slippery for these tiny platforms.
Yeah, this is kind of tricky.
Yep.
It's actually not a lot of this on hard, fortunately. I think they realized how difficult that is to do consistently. They maybe make you do like 1 or 2, not like 6 in a row. Alright. I think the flamethrower is decent against this thing.
Seems like it. I mean, I missed.
You just need to catch him on his, he has his weak point turned towards you, and that's,
including when it's just RNG, like that, where he's just spinning so fast there's no way.
Yeah, I don't think it's RNG, I think it will still stop at, like, same... Like, it will look fast, but so you can't really see where it will stop, but it will also always, like, travel as far every time it spins it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, just unless you know exactly how it works, you can't just, like, follow it.
Nah, exactly, yeah. Well, is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Good riddance.
Time to answer the phone.
Like that there's one of the sludge guys sitting there, so there's a call for you. I'm not dangerous.
Oh no, a train ride. Those never go well. Also, isn't that I think that last bit was, if I remember right, like the dialogue at the end of, Pink Heaven. Or at the beginning of Pink Heaven might have been that line, those lines of dialogue of just like, hey, take a break, you could use it.
Yeah, they do say that a few times for some reason. It's just a very common phrase, I'm not sure.
Oh, and I see fire just doesn't work underwater. Bull crap.
What a surprise! So I like the music in this level a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the sort of, you know, you have all the weapons, and now they sort of go, well, you figure it out. So they throw a lot of stuff at you at once that, if you want to make it the easiest for you, you'll want to switch pretty often, but the weapons are fortunately strong enough that you don't really need to, unless you're trying to use the flamethrower underwater, of course. Also, I think it's in this level where the game starts to really go, like, you get it? It's not really about a frog shooting fish, or something like that. There's weird things also, so pay attention. Like, there's clocks everywhere. No!
What?
Please, don't bring up the amazing frog. There is a much superior frog in this game.
You mean any frog?
Well, that's also true, but I don't know how much of Super Great Friends stuff you've seen.
Not too much.
Alright, well, he played some Ouya game where you're a frog.
Oh, I'm aware of Amazing Frog, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I know Ouya, baby. Don't you worry, buddy. Wait, what did I just get that said snap? What was that? What?
Snap? Oh, I don't know how far behind I am. Oh, you broke the antenna on the thing. It activates the boss fight.
You are a weird guy. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was barely a crush. That was a stupid crush. At first I thought you meant Super Frog HD, which is another really bad game about Frog.
Yeah, now that you mention it, there aren't
Most games about
aren't
frogs?
that many successful frogs.
Kind of bullcrap, yeah.
Kero Blaster is taking frog video games back.
The market is being taken by storm.
Not just toads. Frogs also.
I can't tell what touching what parts hurts me. Also, goddamn it, Kero Blaster, please learn to point your dang gun down.
No.
My kingdom for a hero who can point his gun down. Also, I really like that jingle. The little victory jingle. It's a good one.
This makes you feel accomplished.
Chrono Trigger does have a frog in it and is pretty good. That's true.
No, that's true. He also seems to be of the same frog variety of this guy. Same stature and, I don't know.
And magic ability, yeah.
Yeah. Same level of violence.
Yeah, a gun is like magic, but more so. Yeah, you can tell there's some fricked up things going on here.
So, what do you think now that, things are getting weird?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't really been thinking a lot. That's not really my thing. I just wait until the end and then piece it all together.
That's Soul's strategy.
Yeah, that's a strategy of story analysis.
Oops. What I was gonna say is, now that Rash is in Killer Instincts, do you think, are they gonna make a Battletoads game?
No. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Besides, who cares that Rash is in Killer Instinct when Cloud is in Smash, which is still just all my fanfic. It's now canon.
That makes sense, honestly. It's, it must be like a gold mine.
What, my fanfic?
People that write fanfiction. Yeah, that's Smash Brothers. Oh my god. Endless inspiration. It's all garbage.
It's literally garbage? But
Yep.
this garbage fills you with determination. And inspiration. More importantly.
It is. Somehow.
Yo, you remember when they put Pac-Man in Smash and everyone was like, what the? And then Sonic before that and everyone was like, what the? And
Yeah.
now, we've hit peak what the. Anything is possible, Dectalon. They could put Domon Kashu in Smash. And then finally Smash would be good. Finally, Smash would truly be the best game. And I have no reason to play anything else.
Who that is, but I'm sure you're right.
He's the good guy in G Gundam. Which is half of my channel's content is just me talking about G Gundam.
Is it good enough to watch? I've heard mixed things.
Oh no, anyone who says mixed things is a fucking idiot. It's awesome. It's so good. Also, it's fun is the thing. Like, a lot of people who don't like it because it is not serious, but that's because they're lame.
I tried to watch, tried.
Really ridiculous anime kung fu story. Like, it's just a kung fu movie, but in robots. It's the it's the Gundam where, like, they yelled at the developer or the producer for being like, man, all your stuff is too serious and about, like, war or whatever. And he was like, oh, you want a fun story? And they're like, yes. And he's like, okay. And so it's that. And it includes...
I'll take it.
It includes so many ridiculous segments, it's unbelievable. Like, the get mad portion, which is just one of the best things. Get mad! Get mad! Get so mad it drives you mad! Yeah, it's him trying to, like, coax his people into getting mad so that he activates the bad super mode that comes from being mad. Also, there's this homeless guy on this train.
I was gonna say I tried to watch, but I did actually watch the entirety of Gundam Wing.
I'm sorry? Gundam Wing's awful.
It was so bad.
Yeah, Gundam Wing's terrible. That's one of the worst Gundams. Because, yeah.
I hated everyone.
Welcome.
Everyone was a fucker.
Yeah, welcome to most Gundams, the ones people are telling you to watch.
Also, this boss is awesome.
Yeah, also... Whoa! Okay. Oh, nice! I'm happy I fell off just to see that. Yeah, don't forget the time that Domon Kashu just fucking bursts his Gundam out of the goddamn Statue of Liberty. Doesn't give a shit. Just blows up the goddamn Statue of Liberty. Oh yeah, Bubble would kind of own this thing, huh?
How'd it come? Yeah, it's really good against this thing. The bird, and it's riding a clock. I don't know.
But
it's happening.
Is the target the bottom? I feel like it is, but I feel like I need to upgrade my bubble maybe, or my balloon.
Yeah, I usually have the next level of bubble at this point.
But I don't know if I can...
I usually upgrade that over the flamethrower, but... easiest to fight it standing on the roof, I think.
Yeah, it seems that way.
You can dodge the things crawling above you by just walking forward.
Oh, okay.
See?
Except that laser is what's ruining me, oddly enough.
Yeah, it can be hard to get space.
Oh, wow, okay. Yep. Well, that's how you get wrecked by it once at least every time.
Clock is mad.
Clock's getting upset. So we got weird time problems, it would appear.
Yeah. Time is real mad at you right now.
Who time gunked? Who did a time gunkin'?
That's a good question. Is this boss weird Twitter?
Is this drill? Yeah.
You know, it has the bird on there.
If only there was
It's
an
weird.
egg, then we would know for sure. Oh, geez, that boss has a very direct attack.
I think once it goes into the second phase, spread gun is better because you can, well, switching between spread gun and laser, because the spread gun can kill all the birds coming from behind. And
Oh, it can?
for a
Okay.
while. Oh, you got it. Nice. And there's one of those mine carts with penguins on it. That's good.
Yeah, I noticed that the first time when I, like, fell down.
All types of birds are trafficking this railroad. Some ride giant clocks, other mine carts.
Man, that Gundam design looks awful. I don't know what that is, but that looks really dumb.
Looks like something from some Warhammer thing, almost.
Yeah. Like they just
Slightly less clunky.
they strap too much crap onto it. It's like the Trigun rifle, but not a joke. Uh-oh. So I'm guessing this is like the last boss, probably. This looks like last boss material.
Something like that. It does have a nice ribbon, though. So no one suspects it, I guess.
Are there any Gundams that wear a dress? In G-Gun there is a Lady Gundam who is actually incredibly powerful. By the way. Because she is basically just the female version of the main character. Except she is Swedish and very powerful. Instead of Japanese and very powerful. And guess how they meet? I'll give you a
Again,
clue.
the Swede.
It's, yeah, never trust a Swede. No, the way they meet is by playing video games. She just is playing a fighting game and is ridiculously good at it.
It all comes together.
Yup.
All makes
Did I
sense.
mention you should watch G-Gundam because it's actually good.
You're convincing me here.
Yeah, like there's a Swede who's really good at fighting games and she's
That
like
sounds
never
accurate.
angry, so they have to make a device that makes her angry and turns her into a ridiculous, unstoppable beast when she is mad as hell. Yeah,
That also sounds accurate.
Alan B owns.
I was just rewatching Ghost in a Shell, the series, not the movies.
I've actually never seen Ghost in the Shell. It seems like it's got a neat aesthetic.
Well, aesthetic, it's need everything, honestly. It's unlike anything.
Nice.
It's basically just good science fiction. That's that, basically.
Nice. I like nerd shit.
Good.
I like nerd crap. Nice.
Because it's just sometimes you can get this sort of, well, it's good for it's good for a video game, or like it's good for an animated show or something like that. But no, it's just good.
Nice. Should watch that. I'll have to add that to the list. Watched Return of Bastard Swordsman again recently. Yup, still the best.
It's
Wandering newbie had never
that's
seen
a
it.
name that. That's a name that.
Return
You
of
know,
Bastard
they-
Swordsman is beyond amazing. I've talked about it about 1,000,000 times on stream, so I will abstain. But it's really good. You should watch it just for the initial villain, Dugu Wudi. Like I think like maybe a third of his lines are just him laughing about stuff, and it's not like a weird dubbing thing where like they couldn't fit in lines. No, like he's just laughing his ass off about everything. Like he'll just get really mad at some people and like punch them in half, and then just be like, just like be like, oh, that was great. Sorry, I love being me. It's great. Have I told you recently I'm the best? It's like it's me. I'm invincible. Like, hello, it's me, the head of the Invincible clan, Dugu Wudi. I just shoot my hand lasers through rocks sometimes.
Alright, what do our spies report? This man is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's what we know.
Yeah, that's Spies report. Do not frick with this guy.
No birds.
No, like literally one of the best sequences in the whole film, in my opinion, is Dugu Wudi rides up on a chariot to meet with this clan, to like have a meeting with them, because they've been like delaying this fight and stuff, and he basically, like, he's not going to try and start a war, but he really wants to fight this guy because he spent 2 years ascending his final art, his lethal skill, to the 10th level. And he left with the 8th, and everyone was like, oh, he might achieve the 9th by the time he comes back, and he's like, got it to 10, motherfuckers, and everybody's like, oh, bullshit. So he's like, all right, time to kick this guy's ass, time to kick this master's ass. And then he goes and he's not there, and he's just really mad. But like when he goes to the temple, they're like, wait, you can't come in here, there's rules. And they like point to a tablet on the wall, and then he just shoots a laser from his hand and blows up the tablet of rules. He's like, that's what I think of your nerd rules. Fight me.
And it does sound awesome.
Yeah, it's that movie's pretty short too, actually. Like it's a quick one, but it's very dense. There's also a lot of wizards, but like not intent like wizards of kung fu, like kung fu wizards, fist wizards basically, including a man who, at one point, one of the main characters, the fortune teller, is just kind of like lying on the side of a riverbank and just like kind of hanging out for a second to rest his feet. But then he just kind of like looks in the water and like touches a leaf and he's like, ah, shit. And everyone's like, what? He's like, ninjas. He's just like, sorry, I just had a fortune and it was ninjas. Like I accidentally told our fortune and it was ninjas. And then like out of nowhere, these ninjas all jump and they're like, wait, how'd you know? It's like,
But then after that fight is over, it's like, okay, that was not the Omen. Those
he's
were
like-
different ninjas.
he's like, actually, I was predicting, yeah, some ninjas later. And they're like,
we're gonna have like at least 3 more ninja fights on this road trip.
it is a
So
very good movie.
it's like he predicts some ninjas, but his predictions also summon ninjas. So
Like,
it's double trouble.
oh wait, I didn't mean the heart jar. But yeah, that movie throughout is just excellent. The fortune teller is one of the best characters too, because he just makes he often fights by just bamboozling people, by making them so mad they can't fight good. He just acts like a wiener and is just like, I see in the future you're gonna have heart problems. Wait, what? And he's like, he's like throws a smoke bomb and disappears. He's like, got him.
You will die without a wife or children.
Yeah, that's actually, yeah, that's like a line. He's like, you're gonna die before you have a kid. What? All right, we'll see ya. Just runs away.
And that's untapped in many scenarios and untapped power.
Yeah, he can just tell the future, like, and that's his whole thing. But he doesn't really use it to like cheat at a fight or something. He just uses it to be a huge douche. And it's excellent. And he's also great at martial arts, because duh, of course.
That's just the basics.
Mm-hmm.
The laser Uzi, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
it hurts a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of why I bought it. I assumed it just put out disgusting damage.
If you game over, which I sort of
Suspect
just basically
I will.
assume,
Yeah.
yeah. You should get the spread gun
The
final
ninja.
upgrade though.
Yeah,
first.
the ninja weapon.
Yeah. It is something else.
It is super. I'm guessing it's just like bouncy diamonds or something.
Something like that, yes.
Was there an original at all? If you mean like Bastard Swordsman 1, yes, there is. It is nowhere near as good. It's still good and it's still enjoyable, but just start with 2. All you need to know from 1 is that the white-haired master they're looking for was basically just the janitor who was just kind of studying at this martial arts school to the side because they wouldn't let him in. And then he just accidentally became the master of their incredibly powerful martial art. Like, he was just the chosen one. He was just like, oh, oops. This was able to defeat everyone.
Nice.
And Dugu Wudi...
You know, standard Kung Fu.
And, yeah, Dugu Wudi is the master of Lethal Skill, and theirs is Silkworm Skill. And Silkworm Skill has beaten Lethal Skill a bunch of times in a row. And Dugu Wudi is less than chuffed about this. Which is why he left to go train. He's like, I am gonna be the first one to beat your dumb school's ass. Get ready for an ass kicking, baby. Here it comes, Dugu Wudi style, baby.
That does sound pretty embarrassing, I have to say.
Yeah, especially because it's lethal skill versus silkworm. Like, a lot of times...
The murderers got beaten by the teddy bears again.
Exactly, yeah. And silkworm skill a lot of times basically comes down to being gross. Just being gross as heck.
Silkworms are pretty gross.
Hair everywhere. Really? Come on.
Yeah, like, let's see, things involved in silkworm skill. Just wrapping your opponent up in a cocoon by, like, jizzing from your hands. Or just, you know, like, just...
Oh.
or you'll just punch somebody, and when you pull your hand back, they'll be covered in like...
It's
silk.
fatal.
And it's very...
Fatal.
Oh, fatal
Fatal
skill, not lethal. Sorry, fatal skill. Sorry.
And fatal skill, when they punch you, you die, I guess, then?
Yeah, and you can, like, shoot lasers from your hands or whatever. It's...
Here, let me go get some fatal skill gifts. We got a
Please,
couple.
yeah. And then he gets his final form and gets laser hands. Or wizard hands, basically. This is good stuff.
Are there any other schools?
Yes!
Seems like...
There are a few other schools, but they are not terribly important, except for one, which isn't a school. It's dirty foreigners! What's Japan doing here? They're disgusting. Thanks, China. Thanks, old Chinese racisms.
They still keep it up, I think.
Yeah, we need to unify. Why? Because it's Japan. Oh, gross. Yeah. It's basically part of this. And then, of course, like, the only person who refuses that is Dugu Wudi, because he's like, I don't give a crap about Japan. I'm here to beat you up.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, trying to trick us into fighting each other so they can pick off the winner. So, first I'm gonna kill you, then I'm gonna kill them, and I'm gonna kill everybody else because I'm the best fighter ever.
Yeah, he's like,
I am invincible! I will always win!
so I'm guessing this boss has like 17 forms.
Something like that.
Okay. I'll say, because the laser Uzi is melting this one.
Yes. like I said, sometimes you buy a.
Rip. Yeah, there's him catching someone's sword in his mouth, pulling it out of his mouth a little bit, and then just breaking it with his hand.
That is not a glove. His hand is made of silver. That is what happens when you attain the 9th level.
Yeah, you just become a level of wizard who gets wizard hands. Okay, Declan, what are you thinking? We do weapon upgrades or a heart boost? Probably weapons.
Yeah. I'd buy the weapon upgrade first because it really helps in avoiding damage.
Mm-hmm.
Both against enemies and the boss as well. It's not as crazy, and like it's not like they made the boss so you have to keep switching weapons or anything like that, but there are enough changes between forms that the spread gun is really useful against one of them. And I'm sure there is someone who is, surely there is a speedrun of this game somewhere, someone who knows what the best way of doing things is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, even I think the spread gun still does more damage per second when you're right next to someone.
Then the laser Uzi?
Yeah, like if you're right up in their face.
With like the final form of it, you mean?
But of course, it's dangerous to do so.
My confidence will be my hubris.
We'll see what happens. It's possible that I completely, that it's just an illusion I have, but...
No, I mean my confidence
like
at this point of running through the stage at very high speed.
Yeah, I mean, for a final level, it's not that hard. It's, obviously, but...
I can
you
see
should be
why
getting psyched up for
still a lot of stuff.
I can see why people, though, recommended him, like, you should probably put in more stuff before you release it.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, is it worth $10 with just this? Fucking absolutely, but with inflated expectations and all that, as they are in the current market. That's a one up. I will take that. Thank you. Oh! Fricked it.
Oh.
He's not a mercenary, he's a janitor. Obviously. Just doing some janitorial stuff.
Yeah. And he hates swords.
Wait, really?
Seems like it. Just keeps breaking.
Talking about Woody. Yeah.
Oh, do you? Yeah. I mean, he probably doesn't have a problem with swords. He just likes breaking them because he thinks it's funny.
It's
Like-
just that the people who need to use swords are massive scrubs.
Yeah.
So,
A sword, does that come in hand? Also, yeah, this movie has supremely high-level Dragon Ball Z fighting. In case you were worried it didn't.
Didn't cross my mind, but it's good to know.
I mean, it's more accurate that Dragon Ball Z had Return of Bastard swordsmen fighting, but...
Haven't seen either yet, so...
Oh. Okay, so... I guess the gift that would be most important there is the one actually from the first movie of Dugu fighting a man without getting out of his chair for a bit. And just making his chair fly around the room wildly as he punches dudes.
well, for now, here's one of his generals just, voicing the appropriate opinions of the boss and his excellent plans. That one general is great. I'm not sure which division he is in charge of. Maybe Tiger, but yeah, that
He's down
general.
with the kid. Literally.
It's great. Like the actor they chose to dub him gives the impression that he is someone's grandpa who just got legacied in and gets kept around because everybody likes him.
Oh, wow. And just pretty swell.
Good. Just covers the entire screen.
Yup. Also, I think it does
There's
better
a
damage
wall.
to these guys.
There is a wall in the place where you're shooting. Basically, the screen is green now.
Yeah.
And it's actually... the damage is still good.
Yeah, that's kind
So-
of what's unique about this, I suppose, from other similar
There's some
weapons in
chair
other
fighting.
games.
Yeah. Nah, I don't need to leave. I'm comfortable where I am.
Yeah, just flying his chair around the room casually. Yeah, he has achieved the 10th level of using a chair. The 10th level of sitting. There's the good one. There's the one I was thinking of. Do you want to fight? Yeah. Do you want to stand up? No. I'll be there. Just give me a sec.
I will own these scrubs, and I will own them so hard, they'll never be able to... If they survive, they will never be able to tell anyone what happened. It'd be too embarrassing.
What happened? Well, I mostly got my ass kicked while sitting in a chair. No, there's a time that Duguti beats somebody and is really mad about it because they didn't die, like, right away, but he basically
Because at the
murdered
last
them.
minute, someone managed to steal the guy's body. He did not get the finishing blow, and that just got him so mad he, like, spit blood for a while.
Yeah,
So mad it scared his doctor.
yeah. Like, his doctor takes his pulse, and then is like, you just see him, he's just like, alright, well, let me check your pulse real quick, and he's just like, oh shit, what? Nothing? Nothing? You're fine, buddy. Don't bullshit me. Yeah, no, you're good.
He also has a throne for every occasion.
Yeah, he has like 1,000,000 thrones, including the pink fuzzy throne, which is my favorite. The bathrobe throne.
Yeah, that's out. There's a scene where someone is sneaking around attacking their armies, so they set an ambush for him at one of their bases, and of course there's a throne there before him, just behind a curtain, waiting to go.
Seems like,
Yeah, doctors tell me my
This
blood
came
pressure
from,
is 420 over 69.
seems like this movie came from a good era of production. They knew how to not be too serious, I suppose.
I would say serious is probably the last word I would use to describe Return of Bastard Swordsman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about a thing. If you game over again, when you first come into the I don't know what it's called in English, but just the stairs when you
Yeah, the
go
stairwell.
between floors.
Yeah, the stairwell.
Stairwell. Yeah. When you get to the stairwell, you can actually go down, and there is a safe there. And get some more money.
Oh.
And on New Game Plus, the boss rush is down there. There's like a pile of boxes there right now, and they're gone on New Game Plus. Actually, pretty good. What am I thinking of? Like the special effects match up really well with their motions, which honestly, still, like even for like Marvel movies and such, still seems like a problem. They'll like do a motion and the thing they're supposed to be throwing or whatever doesn't quite follow their hand. Just looks weird. That looks pretty good.
Okay, so first phase, it seems like if I use spread a lot.
Yeah, spread is really good for avoiding damage.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes care of all the stupid little projectiles.
Mm-hmm.
Then she has a Segway.
Mm-hmm.
Evil Segway.
Yeah, the hell segue. Oh, so these, if I instead of shooting them, just dodge them, they just run off screen. Okay.
Yeah. They can be useful though because the projectiles don't the flies don't go through them, I think, or something.
Hmm.
If you get them
All right,
evenly
final
spaced,
form.
they can be useful.
Alright, final form, come on.
Yep.
Come on, final form. Fuse with your monster. Nice. I knew it. I knew there'd be at least one of health if I walked past the door first.
Oh. I didn't know about that.
I just had a gamer feel. I had a feel, Dactylon.
Oh, the worst thing.
Hey there, mattress.
So we don't still...
What do you think that is?
What do you mean? That thing?
The black block thing?
Is it the internet?
Something like that.
Something like that. Is it the game's code? I don't...
Sort of, I think, maybe. I get the feeling that, like, just from the things that the creator talked about, when he released the game, when he talked briefly about, like, the story and stuff, that, he didn't really originally want to bake this. Like, he just felt a lot of pressure to make a game.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, people expected him to make something.
Mm-hmm.
But, so he decided to make the game story sort of about his, melancholy and, like, stress.
Pressure to make a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, the black thing is, like, his bad feelings about, his work or something like that. Having a hard time dealing with stress.
Mm-hmm. Alright, phase 2.
But then he solved it by he got a frog to shoot at him with a gun.
Yeah, he got a frog to shoot his bad feels.
And, yeah, that solves most of everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm very close, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to frick it on this last phase.
Our last phase is really rough, even if you're really good at dodging.
Oh, man. Frick! Yes. Alright. So what would you recommend buying?
Health. Basically got it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that is the last thing, so.
And maybe a heart jar would have been a good idea.
Yeah, that would basically seal it, if you can get there
If
without...
I get there without using it, yeah.
Cleans up the code, yeah. That's the way of looking at it. It just has the superpower to clean up anything. If anything is messy, the frog can clean it up with his guns. Bad code or something is broken, it's like, yeah, we'll shoot it for a while and it just solves it.
Oh, I can't go back to the store. I have to game over first. Womp womp.
Hmm?
I couldn't walk back to the store.
Oh, okay. Well, there's, it's on the way.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I know it would be better to buy it later.
Could be, yeah. The clock is the deadline.
Yeah, that would make sense. Like, like kind of the feeling of just dread as time passes
Stress
quicker
and
and
toxic
quicker.
behaviors, reinforcing that stress.
Like drinking and passing out on a bench in a train station. I mean, that's relatable as hell for me.
Hope not. I hope it turned out like he made. You have to admit they made sort of a mistake releasing it when they did. I don't think it stayed on the front page for very long.
Oh, Kero Blaster? Yeah, I wouldn't have known about it at all if it wasn't for,
But Fallout, what?
Yeah, having a group of friends. Hey, it's not as bad as, frick, what game was it that... There was one that literally they released it the same day as Fallout, and I was like, what the hell are you thinking? It was like some indie game, and I was like, no, don't... No. Like, there is no way...
No one is buying anything else on that day.
You are not getting a
Probably.
groundswell. Like, you won't even be able to get the whole, like, yeah, FAAA, buy my indie game. Like, no, that's not gonna work for Fallout, buddy.
No, there's no toppling the brown giant. Everyone wants to get their grunge on. Everybody's going into that pit. Everybody has 200 years of gunk that they want to smother themselves in.
Except me.
And me.
I don't like Bethesda's games. I think they're bad at what they do.
200 years of garbage for every user.
It's more just, it's another case of, look how long our game is. I'm like, that sounds like the opposite of what I want. I am a busy man. I'd rather have a very tight and well-designed experience.
I think, Obi said something about, he was nominated for some Game Awards stuff. I don't know if he won
Witcher
all that.
3 and some other games. Yeah.
I think Fallout was on the same list somehow, even though it's...
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good RPG, and we've had enough time to really test it. It's because Video Game Awards can't, like, wait. They can't be like, okay, the award season is over. They have to be like, no, it includes everything. Including things that no sane person could have played through yet.
Yeah.
And, like, they had to finalize that week at least a couple weeks ago, so that means they probably put Fallout 4 on before it came out, if we're being real. They probably put it out before the game was available, which is...
This is gonna be big.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Geoff Keighley has... it's really interesting to watch his movement around the industry, because he basically just became a glorified hype man.
Yeah.
Trying very desperately to claim he has major credibility in the market, which is a really good joke.
And he's not even a good hype man.
No, he's terrible at it. He's very, very bad at that. I'm not saying I think lowly of Geoff Keighley, but he could use to take off a layer or two. Is all I'm saying.
It's time for the hard gear.
I can't wait for Video Game Awards this year.
But oh yeah. He was nominated for in the category, and he said something like, "Look at all these other big games
AAA
made
games,
by
do I
professionals."
really, do I really belong here? Lol. Probably.
Yeah. I was like, no, actually, you don't, because you've made better game. You made a better game than most of these, so no.
I like Witcher 3 a lot. And CD Projekt.
That's what I said most.
What?
Witcher 3 is good.
Yeah.
Most of the others,
Witcher 3
they
and
quite get
Undertale are good for very, very different reasons, though. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, if you go by category, then obviously...
Now,
they're
you know what's a really good role-playing game? Assassin's Creed. No, I can't remember what the other ones were.
What? That was in... What?
No, that wasn't in the category. I'm sure we could look it up, but... Yeah, honestly, the biggest flaw in all of the video game awards, like, far and away, is that Joel McHale is not back.
Just... I only watched a little bit of it, because I'm honestly really bad at that sort of thing. Like, I just get really...
Frustrated and
what
upset.
is it? Second-hand embarrassment or whatever?
Yeah, second-hand, yeah, cringy.
Yeah.
You just can't stop cringing. Yeah, no, I feel
Yeah,
you.
it's...
Same. I just learned to. I have embraced it. I have embraced the special hell of gamer. Okay, how do you go down here? Oh, you just have to back up and go down again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only thing, I watched a little bit of it, and he was just like, what? I don't know. Video games, who cares?
Yeah, Joel McHale
Probably all
was,
shitty.
he was considerably getting more and more drunk over the course of the night, and it was superbly excellent. He clearly had been hired there because people like nerds like his shows, but he hates nerds. He seems like a guy who's like, they're like, hey Joel McHale, do you like video games? He's like, I mean, I like, you know, I play Halo with my friends every so often. Yeah, sure. And they're like, okay, do you want to host a thing? He's like, how much are you paying me? Yeah, sure, why not? And then he realized exactly what he had signed up for, and he was like, oh god.
Oops.
Get the whiskey, boys. It's gonna be a rough one. And the best. Oh, and he hosted an Ubisoft E3 one time, I guess, and then was never invited back.
Oh, good.
I believe.
Worse somehow.
Also, yeah, there's a lot of problems with VGA, like the fact that one of the panel people works for Breitbart.
Yeah, well, how did that happen? That kind of gone unnoticed that no one likes them.
And that they're like, yeah, MRA headquarters and Gabagoop people.
Yep.
Really terrible, awful people in general at Breitbart, yeah. And then also, the panel of experts, in case you didn't notice, is like entirely made up of Breitbart, like 2 actual games journalist people, and then all the developers of the games. Like, fucking Reggie is on there, of Nintendo, you know, Reggie of Nintendo, and then, like, Bethesda is on there as, like, a judge and expert. I was like, please give Toby a seat. That would just be the funniest shit. Not because he...
Toby, what do you think of this game?
Well,
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Toby, we're discussing Undertale. It's okay, I guess. There are some games on there that I'm just really confused why they're nominated for awards. I don't know I'm talking about, like, you know, oh, AAAs or anything. I'm talking about games that, like, are indie games that a lot of people really have strong positive feelings towards, and I cannot figure out why. Ori and the Blind Forest being the one that comes to mind first. It's very pretty. It's not very good. Oh, hey, they just skip you right to final phase of the boss, huh?
Yep.
That's kind of them. Him.
Yes.
Them, I don't know.
I think he's made all the stuff in the game himself, but he's had a lot of help with, like, you know, localization and marketing and all that stuff. Everything surrounding it. But I think the actual game is just him, still. Could be wrong. It's
Okay,
definitely
good.
made...
Good. I was really worried I was gonna get here and then no hit the boss, and I would have been livid. I would have just been totally livid. Just like, really? One of those, you know, like the things that's like really dumb to get mad about, but then you're like, like, why didn't I do that last time?
Brain, what was this before?
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on.
Skill.
All right, phase 2 of the brick. Phase 2 of the game.
You're probably not gonna play it, but you might want to start hard mode just to see the story intro.
Oh, I will.
Because I very much like the concept that they have for hard mode starting.
I do like the concept, though, of that as a game that a lot of it's just about the stresses of, you know, have people having incredibly high expectations for you.
Hmm.
After you just, like, kind of feel like maybe you made a fluke. And yeah.
That's adorable for some reason.
Very stress things.
Cat carrying the frog, I mean.
Mm. Yeah, the games for
Just
change.
my
The games for change is, I think it's just supposed to be like games that are about something that's not gun or car. It's just about gun or car? No, put in games for change. Or if it has like an interesting message. I know Undertale's in there, because it's about hugs. It's about friendship.
Man, it's about a lot of things.
It's quite good. We've been talking about it for like 2 months, but yep.
Yep.
Teach your kids about botany before botany teaches them.
That's the way I'm looking at it.
I'm gonna take some time off. I guess just I'm leaving. I do want to try Dropsy at some point, but point and click adventures severely not my thing in general, unless they are Pajama Sam. Unless they are Pajama Sam, then they are totally my thing.
And isn't the putt-putt games basically that, though?
What? No, that's what I'm saying is Pajama Sam, Putt Putt.
Oh, okay.
All of those. Pajama Sam just apparently has way higher production values than Putt Putt. Wild.
He's a very famous character, you know, you want to do him justice.
I think Valhalla is another one that I'll play. Less for, like, some of the story stuff is interesting. Because a lot of it's about, like, some South American politics stuff. And then one of the other things is it's about bartending. And I want to get mad, or I'm sorry, not get mad about the way they do bartending. A new pet. A new thing the boss wants us to work on. When is Pajama Sam going up? Every time someone asks me to put something up on YouTube, I push it to the back of the line. That's my rule. If you ask me when something is going up, I purposefully, out of spite, put it at the end.
So now it's after 12 hours of Mario RPG with your foot.
I still can't believe I beat Culex with a foot. After the end of 12 hours, like, I'm not gonna lie, the tendons around my legs really hurt. Oh, this is overtime. Okay, begin a new save game and select Zangyo. Alright.
Yeah, which means overtime, I think.
Like other game data.
Oh yeah, it says
Actually,
right
wait,
there.
first I'm gonna try this. Oh, does this just load you here? Does it just load you to the last boss fight again, or is there...
Maybe they changed how... No, wait, I think you try walking forward.
Nope,
There.
yeah, it just initiated the boss fight again.
Okay. Because, I know that in the regular game, after you beat it, the inverse shopkeeper,
Yeah.
he's standing there, and he's like, how'd you like the game? But I guess that doesn't happen now. I don't know. Maybe it only happens after hard mode.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's probably after hard mode. That would make sense. Because then it's like, alright, you've done everything. Really? You wanna play more? Okay. If you must.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't actually, now that I think about it, I haven't finished hard mode on, New Game Plus, as it were. So, who knows, maybe you put even more stuff in.
Yeah, the name
Since-
is VA11HA, or Hall A. The Valhalla. And yeah, unfortunately the web address is waifubartending, or waifubartending.com. Which
that thing.
I say unfortunately, but it has like gotten people to notice it, which is good. Like that's kind of crucial. Getting your game noticed in the indie game market. It's kind of impossible.
Yeah. It just take a chance on something like that. Like maybe maybe the wrong people will come here, but well, that's a chance we're willing to take.
As long as their money comes here too.
Yeah, it doesn't seem. Well, actually, it's after the end of everything, but.
However, there is one incredibly good character they've introduced in Valhalla so far in the art, which is the corgi with sunglasses that is very demanding.
I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go wrong.
Yeah, the corgi is
It's
just
just
like, you
automatically
will
good.
pet me now. Yes.
No one still understands what she says.
Mm-hmm. Just like a real boss.
I kind of get the feeling that that's sort of the point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'll get right on that. But apart from that, just going through the normal mode of the game, what do you think?
It was good. I liked it. There were some, fairly difficult parts. The guns were very satisfying. Everything felt tightly crafted and well put together, and I'm looking forward to... I'll probably try like first level of overtime before we call it, and then I'll probably take a break and stream something else at some point, because that's kind of a thing. I'm probably just gonna stream like some programming or something, I don't know. I might just also do the first official Game Maker. Official is an official of my brand, not official from Game Maker. They are in fact not paying me to be bad at using their program.
And I mean, maybe they should. I mean, who does learn Game Maker streams? Someone would.
You said, how far did you get in Mario RPG? I got to the factory, so I didn't get to Smithy, that's not true. I got to the final dungeon of the game, and after doing the final dungeon, I went back and fought Culex, and so I fought the super boss, and bought the frying pan, and then so all I have left is the final dungeon, and I've already proven that it will not be hard. Alright, let's try overtime. Yes. Hope you have fun. Thanks.
I think it actually asks you if you game over in overtime mode. It asks you after every level, like, you wanna quit?
Are you owned? No.
We know it's pretty hard. I never said yes, so I don't know what happens if you do, but it's a different ending or something.
So hard mode is just, yeah, it's just a separate game.
Yeah. Uses the same level tile sets for the most part, but the levels are completely different.
Why are we blue? Because it's round 2. Oh no, a work-producing machine. My god! There's some horrifying device that's just making more crap for us to do. Welcome to my special hell. Oh my god, that... Ooh, not gonna say anything about that, but oh, I feel ya, game. I feel ya. I'd like to shoot a work-producing machine or two. Who, buddy?
I like that as a concept.
Yeah,
It's
my god, there's something... The ultimate enemy, something that's making more dumb busy work for us to do. My god. It's horrifying.
It just prints contracts.
No. No.
So yeah, so you can see, you know, new enemies. It's not like Mega Man 10 where they remove or add more spikes and pits in the otherwise identical levels.
Yeah, no, that was good. I love... You know what I love in Mega Man? Spikes. Can't get enough.
I mean, you know, I like spikes.
I know you do,
Like-
Dactylon. I know you do. Oh, what do you mean the guy who has the level is Spike Man? Doesn't like spikes?
Well, that was actually not my idea.
Yeah, I know.
Originally, but make the level though. But you know, it's like after a certain, when you get a certain level of good, no, I don't know. When
Balance?
you get good enough at Mega Man, regular enemies are just kind of
In the way.
slightly preventing you from going fast. So to make something that's actually hard and feels rewarding to do, go to spikes, you go to quick lasers, you go to difficult jumps and stuff like that most of the time. So in the ROM hacks I play, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, that seems to be the thing. Seems to be what the kids are into.
Nah, it's just me. Maybe there's another person, but
Well,
yeah.
kids like you.
We seek out hell.
Spike lover.
Currently.
Oh, how do you know about my OkCupid profile, says Dactylon as I type in OkCupid / Spike Lover 69. How'd you know?
It doesn't even, and it makes everyone really confused too. They think I mean something completely different.
Yeah, they think I'm like way into some really hardcore shit, and I am not. Frick, that heart boost is 3 more doubloons. Come on, give me the
Justice.
doubloons. Ugh.
Maybe you can rob them. No,
No.
actually, the smiling shopkeeper is kind of scary. There's
Yeah.
you played Pink Heaven, and he's seen that, and he's weird. Like he's able to do weird things. So I don't know what his deal is, but if you ever make a sequel to this, maybe we'll find out what his deal is.
We may never know once Rox's deals is.
Yes.
So do the
Yep.
coin rules still apply the same in hard mode?
What do you mean?
Like not losing coins when you die and that kind of thing? Okay, cool. So they didn't change that.
Oh my god, if you lost your money when you died, I would not have finished this. I was stuck for a while on level 5.
Which one's level 5? Is that ice level?
Yes. Because the boss is such a bastard that I basically won with pure just power and health. And it's still hard because you have to avoid getting crushed.
Yup.
Took quite a few tries.
But yeah, this seems,
Fortunately,
this seems
level after
severely
is really
ramped up from the first time I played this level. I have a feeling if I went back and played the first level again, it would be quite easy.
yes. Probably not even need to stop ever.
Like this
That's
section,
also...
there was nothing like this section in the the first original level.
And it's, that's also, I think, sort of, a sign of good design where...
Frick!
When you played...
Yep.
Not necessarily, but... but, in a lot of cases, like in platformer games in particular... Oh, I see. Well, it's an extra life in there, so... Get
Oh,
that
nice.
back.
Nice, so it works out.
Like, a level can be really difficult the first time, but after you've done it, after you've gotten good at controls and all that, you should be able to go through it basically without stopping. That's usually the sign of that the designer, what they were doing.
For like the first couple levels especially.
Yeah.
Then later ones should smash your face into dust.
Yeah, well, until you master them, and then you can go fast through them most of the time. Sometimes.
I love that there's
have
just
to.
books and work everywhere now. The work generation engine is in full swing. My god.
Big terror. And it's hard to destroy them too. They have lots of health. Right, not those ones, but
Like the
They
tall
get more
stacks
and
of
more
books. Yeah.
we keep shooting them, but they won't die.
Yeah, even the bosses.
And the
different.
bosses are, yeah. This first one is only slightly different, but the later ones are changed quite a bit, and some are replaced entirely. So, for example, you know the boss in the train station level? Level where you fight the bird?
Yeah.
The mini-boss there, the yellow thing with the antenna,
Yeah.
that boss is completely different. Like, it's the same boss, but it doesn't play out. It plays out in a completely different way. It's not underwater. Yeah, so it's not a lazy change. Like, I have said this maybe 20 times now, I think, but it's still true, goddammit! Just really impressed. There it is.
What?
Machine.
Just making more work.
Yeah.
Work producing machines.
I like that the cat is trying to rationalize it. Be nice to him. Like, well, you don't really need a work-producing machine right now, but I can see someone might need one. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like if there's, if there's nothing to do, it could be nice. Yeah. I see the water has been replaced by holes.
Yeah, I mean, someone might need those. And yeah, I think in this level they really start.
Yeah, this is
pushing
very
it,
different.
sort of.
Yeah, this is just a different game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So originally the game
Much
didn't
more
have
difficult.
this until recently.
Yeah, this is very recent.
So just recently was like, I decided to make it 2 games instead.
Yeah, seems like it.
2 games, and the second half's longer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot more complex. I don't know. Maybe it was some sort of. Oh, you got fished. Maybe you got some inspiration. Who knows?
Also, I was wondering, how do you get the secret special weapon? Is it like New Game Plus on hard mode?
I guess so. I haven't played New Game Plus in hard mode. I only done it when hard mode didn't exist, and in that instance, it was that you could start a new game with your regular weapons. You have all the weapons. You can destroy certain blocks or get to certain places you couldn't normally.
I don't know if maybe you have to do it like the ending a different way or something. I don't know.
No, you can only do it in one way. It was just that before hard mode existed, after the credits, the shopkeeper would be there and he would ask what you thought of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you said that you were not happy with it, he said what and dropped you through a trapdoor and then started game over. Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, well that'll be streamed for now. Probably do some Game Maker stuff later. There's a pretty good chance of that. Because it's not super late on account that I was slightly up till 7 a.m. Actually, I was up till 8, but I was streaming till 7 a.m. So,
Dear.
so yeah, till probably, I don't know, a couple hours maybe. We'll see. Catch you all later.